morning everyone, my name is Renee and I'm here to talk to you today about my arts and technology concept. The overall unit for the school term revolves around the general theme of sunshine, surfing and safety. But when it comes to the design challenge and the arts and technology component, my theme is stay cool, play in the shade. So why did I pick this topic? When I was researching for this assignment, I thought about all the issues facing not just children but society in general. I also thought about what is fun for kids and what topic I could do that could potentially change their lives down the track. To me, the beach, surfing, sunshine and sand is an Australian way of life and relevant to all children. And when you look at the alarming skin cancer rates, I believe it's an issue that really just can't be covered enough in schools. Researched this topic quite extensively, and thankfully, given those statistics, it's actually a topic that's covered quite regularly within schools. Becoming a sun-smart school has been a recent focus of many primary schools over the last few years, and there are quite often basic government competitions created to design a sun-smart safety fact sheet or to design a brochure to educate people. So if this has been done before, then why am I focusing my unit around this concept? Something I noticed while I was researching was that while there's quite a lot of educational concepts revolved around the whole SunSmart idea, there's very few that are actually focused on the design challenge or the art and technology component. So what are the benefits of project-based learning? Project-based learning encourages students to think about real-life concepts and think about real-life solutions. It gives them the opportunity to explore their options, to put their theories into practice and discover what works and doesn't work. It's this real-life involvement that leads to long-term retention of concepts and true student engagement. So, although this concept can quite easily be covered in all the standard KLAs, today I will be focusing on how this topic can be particularly used within the key learning areas of art and technology. The Design Challenge has 3 distinct components: design, develop, and evaluate. As mentioned before, the topic for the Design Challenge is stay cool, play in the shade. Therefore, the challenge is to create a shade structure to protect against the elements found at the beach. There are 5 specific criteria. The structure must shade at least 4 people from the sun. It must also stay fixed when faced with wind at the beach. It must be waterproof and rain resistant. The model must be at least 25 centimetres tall. And the last criteria involves incorporating 2 unique design features. Student creativity will be encouraged throughout the entire process, as they will need to think about suitable materials, waterproofing and appropriate footing to ensure that the structure doesn't fly away in the wind. However, it is in this last criteria that the student can really use their imagination. The 2 unique design features can be anything, but they must increase user satisfaction. Examples would be things like iPod speakers, drink holders or sunscreen dispensers. The more creative the idea, the better. Next we have the develop stage. It is during this stage that students will build 3D models of their structure using household items. They'll have to think about things like information, materials and systems. Some of the household items that they're allowed to use include paddle pop sticks, fabrics, egg cartons, cardboard staples, just general things that you'd find around the house. The final stage is evaluation. The evaluation process will be carried out within the schoolroom. A small sandpit will be constructed using a large rectangular plastic box filled with sand. The student structure will then be placed in the middle of the sandpit and will undergo 3 major tests. The first test is the shade test. A desktop lamp will be placed over the student structure and turned on to see how much shade is actually cast by their creation. The second test will be the wind test. A pedestal fan will be turned on firstly on level 1, then 2, then 3 to see whether the structure withholds a decent amount of wind. The third test is the rain test. 15 squirts from a spray bottle will be sprayed onto this children's structure to see if it will withhold the rain. The fourth area for evaluation relates to their two design features that they have created to enhance usability for their structure. As mentioned earlier, it is this stage of the evaluation where the children are encouraged to be as creative as possible. The arts is a key learning area in which self-expression and exploration is really encouraged. Each of the 5 areas of art offer students a different way in which to express themselves. While this particular theme lends itself to many art activities within each of the 5 areas, I have chosen to use visual arts. As this theme is based around the beach and sun safety, which will be explored in all of the KLAs, the entire unit will conclude with the day at the beach, and this is where the arts activity will take place. Students will be involved in a sand-making competition. They will be given a week to think about their ideas, and the only real parameter that they have is that their creation must be related to the ocean or sun safety. Parents will be invited and 5 parents will judge the competition. I chose both of these activities as I believe they will cater for diverse learning styles. Both the design challenge and the sand making competition will give the children the chance to research, work in small teams and individually, be creative within set boundaries, and make something from an unusual medium. I also thought about what children would find engaging and thought that a fun day outdoors away from school is an excellent way to get children excited and engaged in the topic. It will also give the students the chance to practice their sun-smart knowledge and cover up appropriately. While there are many educational technology tools that could be utilised within this concept, incorporating such technology is not the purpose of this unit, so I will not go into any detail here. However, there are various ways in which ICT could be incorporated within the concept across all KLAs. Looking at the essential learnings for both art and technology, the arts activity meets the essential learning area in visual arts relating to shapes creating contrast and balance. The Technology Design Challenge will meet a majority of the ways of working and will also be related to technology as a humour endeavour. In conclusion, this concept has been created with many elements in mind, including student engagement, essential learnings, diverse learning styles, the successful elements of a design challenge, student creativity, global impact, and KLA integration. As a concept, this would initially be introduced to the students through De Bono's thinking hats. All in all, I believe this concept would make for an interesting and worthwhile unit for grade 5 students. Thanks for your time.